matches, but what you might not know is there's actually Pimm's number 2, 3 and up to 9, I think. Unfortunately, only number 3 is still available. Numbers 2 and 4 to 9 have gone away from the world. Pimm's number 3 is a winter thing, so all kind of spices and based on brandy. Pimm's number 1 is based on gin, I think. So, very easy drink for cold winter nights is you take Pimm's number 3, about 1/3, and then you take warm apple juice. So this is not some hot looking tea, this is actually heated up apple juice, and just mix the two. And you have a nice warm drink for sitting at the fireside. Hello and welcome to this year's first episode of Books and Cocktails. It's been some time since I did the last one, but there was lots of stuff I was busy with, so I couldn't find the time to do this. But new books, new episodes, and hopefully more fun stuff to come. Today I would like to remember you on this little town called Weston-super-Mare, which we all know. It sits at the Bristol Channel in Somerset, England, and is the hometown of various illustrious persons like Augustus Edward U. Love, FRS, who modeled the love waves, which you all might know. So that feeling when you see a pretty girl, that's actually not the love waves, but it's the stuff which shakes you around during an earthquake. Today they're more known as Q waves. Then there's Arthur Stanley Eddington, also FRS, and OM. He is the name giver of the Eddington limit, the maximum brightness of stars. And not to forget Reverend Dr. John Pollinghouse, I think it is. Yeah, he's KPE and FRS, so a lot of FRSs there. He is author of Quantum Physics and Theology, An Unexpected Kinship. And then there is this fellow, whom you might have seen on TV, a certain John Cleese. He was born in Weston-super-Mare, then went to Cambridge and then on to the BBC to become famous. So everybody knows him from Monty Python for sure, but he also worked on the Frost Report and on various films and on various radio shows, and I don't know where else. So this is his autobiography, which is a very fun book to read. It's just from birth to today, so he's still alive, so his death will probably come in the second or third volume. It has the usual pictures of, that's the Ministry for Silly Walks, and it's not so much about his Python time, so a lot of the Monty Python stuff isn't in there, but a lot on his radio times and on his other shows and his university time. It's a very fun to read book. And what's really, really, really amazing is I like his style of writing. He is just really, really British English and has a very specific kind of humor, a very British type of humor. And just let me drink something. If it's just lukewarm, it's perfect. So, where was I? The Britishness, yes. So, maybe I just read a part here. I saw little friction between the classes at Cambridge. I met very few of the upper classes, but when I did, I realized how different their lives were. They genuinely liked chasing things and shooting them and hooking them out of the water and asphyxiating them. Death seemed the inevitable result of their entertainments, despite their excellent manners. The working class students, they were more students than undergraduates, seemed by contrast a little less outgoing and took work much more seriously than my upper middle class friends. Few, if any of them, regarded university as any kind of finishing school. The scientists were especially formidable in this regard, preferring their chemistry labs to ordinary habitations. And if the average public school boy was not a natural dancer, the chemists were unnatural dancers. They looked as though they had borrowed their bodies for the weekend and had not yet figured out how to work them. One tall, red-haired chemist with a half-masted trousers moved like a Bournemouth proto-skater even when he was just crossing the quad. Alan, Martin and I would watch out for him and were once treated to the sight of him completely losing the knack of walking and falling in a heap on the ground. So he's a very good observer of people, I think, and he's also very British and very humorous person. So, if you're going for a vacation and need something to read, this is one of the books to take with you. Probably also available in an ebook because it's actually quite big to carry around. John Cleese, so anyway, appeared at Random House, I think 2 years ago, 2014, and fun to read. And now, something completely different.